All right, let's jump right in. We're about to unlock one of the biggest secrets in all of biology. How does life manage to not just survive, but totally thrive, no matter what's thrown at it? We're talking about adaptations, which are basically nature's ultimate survival toolkit. Okay, just so you know, what you're about to see is part 14 of a 20-part series on an introduction to biology, brought to you by Virtualization Options LLC. Now, whether you've been with us from the start or you're just jumping in, get ready. We're diving deep into how living things become masters of their world. So, have you ever just looked around and wondered about all the wild and crazy forms of life out there? I mean, think about it. Why is an Arctic fox walking around in this thick, fluffy fur coat, while a dolphin is all sleek and smooth, shooting through the water like a torpedo? They're living in completely different worlds, right? But what's the real reason they're designed so differently? Well, the answer for both of them, it's the exact same thing. It all comes down to one big idea: adaptations. This, right here, is the key. It unlocks pretty much everything about why every living creature is the way it is. Okay, so what is an adaptation really? Well, basically, it's any feature that an organism inherits, and that helps it survive and, have babies in its own specific environment. And that word inherited is super important here. This isn't about things they learn to do. No, no. These are traits that are literally written into their DNA. They're passed down from parent to child and fine-tuned over millions and millions of years.
All right, so let's break this whole thing down. First up, we've got what you could call the blueprints for the body. These are the structural adaptations. And yeah, they're exactly what they sound like, all about the physical, nuts and bolts parts of a living thing.
So the big problem that these structural adaptations solve is this: how do you actually build a body that's a perfect fit for the world it lives in? I mean, how do you make something that works just as well in the freezing cold Arctic as it does in the deep, dark ocean? And you can see the solutions everywhere. That Arctic fox's thick fur, it's like the best winter coat imaginable. A dolphin's streamlined body, it's pure hydrodynamic genius, built for speed. That crazy long neck on a giraffe, that's its secret weapon for reaching food no one else can get to. And a bird's bones are hollow. That's an amazing bit of engineering just to make flight possible. Every single one of these is a custom-built tool for staying alive. But having the right body parts is only half the story. To really survive, it's also about what you do. And that brings us to our next category: behavioral adaptations. So here's the next big survival puzzle. How do you act in a way that keeps you alive? It's not just about having the right equipment, you gotta have the right game plan too. And in the animal kingdom, actions are everything. They're just as important as, say, having sharp claws or wings. I mean, think about birds migrating every year. They don't pull out a map, right? It's a deeply ingrained instinct, like a GPS program that's built right in, telling them where to go for food and safety. It's the same idea with bears hibernating to survive the winter, or how meerkats team up and have lookouts. These aren't just random choices. They are hardwired behaviors that can literally be the difference between life and death. Okay, so we've covered the body and behavior. Now let's go even deeper. Let's look under the hood at the internal chemistry, the hidden machinery. This is where we find our third type: physiological adaptations. These are the secret weapons, the things happening on the inside. And the challenge here, it's a bit more subtle, but oh man, is it critical. The question is, how do you tweak your own body's internal workings, your actual chemistry, to handle some really extreme conditions? This is where things get really, really cool. To survive in a blazing hot desert, a camel's body literally becomes a water-saving super machine. Or think about the deep sea where it's pitch black. Some fish just make their own light. That's bioluminescence. And what about when it gets freezing cold? Some animals actually produce a kind of natural antifreeze in their blood to keep from freezing solid. I mean, come on. These are just incredible internal tricks to solve huge life-threatening problems. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. You've got structural adaptations, that's the physical stuff, like a bird's hollow bones. Then you've got behavioral adaptations, that's what they do, like birds flying south for the winter. And finally, physiological adaptations, the internal stuff, like how a camel saves water. 3 different kinds of tools in the toolkit, but they all have the same job: keep the organism alive. And here's the most important part to remember. None of this is an accident. These features aren't just random. They're the end result of natural selection, shaped and perfected over millions and millions of years of trial and error. So every single adaptation we see out there today, it's like a history book, telling a story of survival across countless generations. The cool thing is, once you know what to look for, you see these adaptations everywhere, in every single living thing. So now that you know the three types, I'm going to leave you with this question. What's the most amazing adaptation you can think of? Just look around. You'll realize nature's survival toolkit is literally all over the place.